So yeah, let's talk about this advice, clean your room by Jordan Peterson. You see, a couple of days ago, my life was completely messed up, right? And this advice of clean your room completely changed my mind because as you think of the best habits to perform to change my life, but after listening to Jordan Peterson's advice of clean your room, it was actually effective. And I was thinking of why was it effective and also why am I making this video? Because a lot of people never wake up in life, and some people, someone like you watching this video, has seen a reason to wake up to life. And you might be thinking of what habits can you implement right now to change your life. You're saying going to the gym, journaling, but to be very, very honest, those habits are habits that are outside of your range at the moment, right? And so if you look at your room very well, your room being disorganized is a manifestation of what is happening in your mind. Just so that your mind is fucked up right now. So if you clean your room, is a first step to introducing discipline in your life. And that discipline can be carried to other areas of your life. That is how habit stacking comes together. And what is so I was thinking because when I started to clean my room, I discovered that the only reason my room gets dirty, first of all, is because I wait too long to arrange my room. One, two, is that whenever I am stressed, I go into my room and I put things anywhere I want to put them. I can put my clothes on the bed, put my clothes on the chair, hang them on the wardrobe, hang them on the window, right? And whenever I look at my room after like 7 days of not doing shit, it's always disorganized. So it dawned on me that, hold on, that I am actually stressed and I'm putting my things anyhow. In that process, my room becomes shitty. And now, what makes this advice different from what your mom says or your mom tells you to clean your room is the person gives you a reason that's fine. The fact that you want to start to improve your life, your first step is not to have a $10,000 business. Your first step is not to go to the gym. The first step is to start from where you are right now. And he gives you different analogy. Like for example, when he says that, even in the Bible, the book of Matthew says, you should remove the big log of wood in your own eye before you remove the speck of wood in another person's eye. What that means is that there are things that are happening around you that if you don't take care of, your life will be in a further mess. Instead of you trying to fix the world, start by fixing your own life. Start by fixing the things that are closest to you before you go out there and want to change the entire world. You see, and this is where self-improvement falls apart. Where people believe that I have to run because please be very careful of content. Content these days gets heavily misunderstood. And because of the algorithm favors the most viewed content, people begin to do things like limber hijacking, heavy edits. That is why I do edit my videos. If you don't get the value of them, it's not my problem. I think it's your problem. Although I would think about editing them later, but you get the point. Is the content that makes it to the top are mostly the content that's heavily edited, not the ones that are bound to help you. There's a reason for that. So when you clean your room, it starts by introducing discipline in your life, which can easily move to other areas of your life. And it says that before you go out there to want to change the world, because the world is fucked up right now, because you have people who want to control majority of the people without even having control over themselves. Think about it. So you rather control other people than control your own self. What does that say? Now, I understand that for some reasons the world needs people to control them, right? But if you don't have control over yourself, I don't think you're in the best position to control other people. You're not in the best position. What that means is that if your room is not organized, you are not in any way in a better shape to go and organize the world, to go and fix problems. Because whether you like it or not, you keep falling on problems. Now, the advice to clean your room does not mean that you should not hire someone to clean it because I hire people to clean my room. The difference is that when I began to clean my room, it became easier for me to think. It became easier to walk in my room. Because back then, when I was living with my parents, I used to walk in the same room I sleep. It became easier for me to walk. Right? And whenever I'm going to bed, the bed just feels softer because I am stressed already. I am grateful for the day. I have done my study. And the bed was just the best place to go to. Even in uni, my bed was a place that people would like to rest on, even though they had their own beds right there. But why? Because it felt like a place that people want to be. So if your room is not a place that you want to be, you have a problem. You have a very big problem. Have you ever wondered why the Marines, the first task they give to them is for them to lay their bed to perfection every single morning. Mind you, these are people that are supposed to be going out to wars, dropping bombs, running kilometers. But start from somewhere. Make your bed. It's the first thing they teach Marines. The simplest productivity hack that it will improve your focus is to clear your desk. What that means is that if you're about to work on a particular task, and any item for that task that's on the table should be removed. It will help you achieve that task way better than you having a shit ton of fancy stuff. You see people having speakers around them, having some fancy lighting. If it's not important to that task, get rid of it on that table. That's my table there. I wish I can turn the camera, but that's my table there. Let me see if I can turn the camera. How about just my book, my sticky notes, my plugs, my keyboard, my laptop? That's all. And this is not a way to brag, but it's a way to show you that I practice what I preach. And this particular preaching has helped my life. Because why? It's very simple, yet a lot of people miss it. That if you take care of the space around you, it becomes easier. Think about it. Think about it. If you have like papers lying around on your desk and you're working, this is what's going to happen. If anything makes you take off your eye from your screen into that paper, now before you know it, you begin to have all sorts of stupid thought processes. Oh, this paper reminds me of something. In the process, you remember something that you're supposed to do either later or in the past that you failed to do. And before you know it, your thought process goes through the window. But if that paper was not there in the first place, your mind would not have gone there. And organizing your room also means that you will see a need to organize other areas of your life. Like, for example, your calendar, your timetable. Whenever I see myself stressed, it's mostly because I see one area of my life that I have let things slide. And recently, because I'm having like a shift in calendar, right, it's beginning to cause problems in my head right now. Because I'm here to figure out my proper timing. You see, I like this idea of discipline because discipline gets results. Anything that's worth doing needs discipline. But most people will choose distractions over discipline because we have this microwave mindset. Now, when you clean your room, you get to realize that because of it's a space where you spend averagely of 1/3 of your life. If you spend 1/3 of your life there, why want to make it a place that is up to perfection? Because the honest truth is that how you do one thing is how you do other things in every area of your life. So how you treat your room, which is where you spend 1/3. Some people spend 1/3 of their life in your room, but even if you sleep 7 hours, maybe 7 hours, because you're going to be in your room before you leave your house. You're going to be in your room right before you go to bed. So every day it takes 1/3 of your life. So it takes much of your life. It takes more of your life in some cases where if you work a lot like I do, you spend averagely of maybe 6 hours, 7 hours in your room. That is still a huge chunk of your entire life. So why is it not a room? Why is it not a space that you enjoy? So yeah, guys, that's it. If you really want to improve your life, your first step is cleaning your room. It's not a complex thing because one, your room is your immediate surrounding. On two, your room shows you, your room is an expression of what is going on in your head. If you're stressed, if you're fucked up in your head, it's going to show up in your room. And heck, it's the first place to start with because other habits like journaling, going to the gym, they require you leaving your house first. Even if it's to go and buy a book, it requires you leaving your house first. Even though it's to journal on your phone, although I have not seen any serious productivity advice that tells you to start journaling on your phone because our phones is our greatest cost to today, which I'm about to make a video on later on. So if you made it this far in this video, it's obvious that you're somebody who takes yourself very, very serious. So please just do somebody a favor, share this video with other guys who are trying to improve their lives. But you often see them look for the most complex things to do because they believe that those complex things are worthwhile. But in reality, in any situation you want to do, your first step or your best step is to start with the simplest stuff, smallest and simplest stuff, and work your way up to the most complex stuff. Thank you very much. Go out there and improve your life. Go out there and clean your room first as the first step to improving your life. Talk to you soon and bye for now.